Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great this Saturday night. This is lesson 5 of 7 on 7 important lessons to earn 7 figures. And today's lesson is about resources because one of the most common things that I hear from people when they're deciding to do something big, or they want to start a business, or they want to make an impact, and it was this one is really, really, really big in my life, is they say, "Oh, I don't have the time." Or I don't have the money, right? If I had more money, I could do it. Or if I had more time, I could do it. And I want to tell you a quick story that's really near and dear. Like this one is probably the most emotional to me. Um, Many years ago, I wanted to start a nonprofit movement, and we did not have the resources. Okay, and so we went to start the nonprofit, and we trusted God, and we wanted to impact lives. And so we just left. Like, we took the risk, we went after it, and we started trying to make a difference in the community that we felt like we really wanted to help students in. And over the course of many years, lots of cool things happened. We made a huge impact, but the more we grew, the more it cost us. And the more it cost us, the more incapable we felt to actually handle it. And we made a lot of impact and helped a lot of people during that time period. But one thing that we learned is that because we were incapable, or because we believed that we did not have the resources to make the impact that we needed, we ultimately failed in the grander vision of what we were trying to accomplish. I was very angry at that point, very angry, because I felt like the world, God, the universe, everything let me down, even though I was trying to do the right thing. And a couple years later, I wrote this, and it's about resources. And this is probably one of the biggest mind blocks, one of the biggest stoppages from people actually doing what they want to do with their lives, from people actually going to the next level financially to have the freedom that they want to do. This, what I'm going to talk to you about right now, is, in my opinion, if not the, like, the top 1 or 2 biggest reasons why people don't move forward. Okay. And it's a question of resources. Like, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. And I'm here to tell you right now, like, wait, like, listen to this. Hi, Melody. Melody sees that I'm live. So here it is. I want to read to you from a book that I started working on called Everything You Need for Everything You Truly Want. What if I told you that you actually do have everything you need right now? Can I just read this to you? Sorry, this is a little bit weird way to do a live, but it's from my heart. So this is the preface to my book. Naked and hunched in the shower of a country inn in Sweets, my wife's sobbing was drowned out by my own thoughts of how to kill myself without destroying my kids' lives. No life insurance. I didn't want my last act to be another failure to my family, who was now homeless again. But I didn't want to fail again. This is my story for those of you just joining us. Forget God, I thought to myself. Actually, there were different words there. I never said it, but I wanted to. I depended on God, but He failed. He never fails? Bull crap. How could I be so stupid? The questions of my stupidity ripped through my tortured head. How much suffering needs to happen in the world for me to see the apparent truth that God doesn't give a flying flip about most people? I felt ashamed that I had believed such a disgusting lie. God always provides. Have you never been to a third world country? Have you not heard of the stories of the children in sexual trafficking? I knew firsthand about the failures of a God that supposedly provides for whatever we need. Growing up in a Pentecostal church, I'd long heard the refrain of the sing-song faith preacher that exclaimed, "If it's God's will, it's God's bill." Of course, this was always followed by a chorus of amens from the committed and faith-filled saints. But after 3 years of executing a God-ordained mission to serve the youth of a poverty-stricken, racist town near East St. Louis, I had come to the obvious conclusion that God had long since abandoned them and me. Worse yet, I was stupid enough to believe, and I sucked my young family of 5 into homelessness again, following God into a vision that I didn't have the adequate resources, you see it here, resources, to fulfill. The question of resources is what this is all about. This is not a religious book, although money, wealth, and business are extremely spiritual issues. But this moment in my life forced me to come face to face with the idea of lack. And I'm just going to put that up here, right here. Boom. Lack. Lack. Lack was never intended to be part of the equation. It was time. I could feel it in my bones. People wanted what we were offering. There was excitement and passion with the vision that we were doing. This was going to work until we ran out of money and there were no answers from heaven. And we received the letter announcing the foreclosure of the building our beloved nonprofit was using to accomplish our objectives. Then, like so many times before in our lives, we came face to face with lack. You've probably experienced lack before too. Lack is defined as the state of being without or not having enough of something. Have you ever been without? Have you ever had a vision of something that you wanted to accomplish but didn't have enough of something else to make the dream a reality? Me too. Or at least I thought so. Here's the deal, guys. I want to solve that problem for you. I want you to never experience lack again for the rest of your life. That sounds insane, right? I mean, the human appetite is greedy, so I'm not promising you all the money in the world, but since my suicidal days in our 350 square foot home called the Country Inn and Suites, until today, just a few years later, when I'm purchasing a mansion in Central Florida, I've learned something that'll rock your world and change your life. But the truth of it will anger you. It'll be uncomfortable to accept this truth. It'll be easier to scream at me in this book and tell me I'm wrong. But when you accept the truth and stop fighting it, the world changes. Everything changes. Here's the truth. Look at me now. Look at me real close. You have everything you need to get to the next level in your life. And you have it right now. Right now. Type it in the chat. Right now. In this book, I want to prove it to you. And I want to show you how to use this newfound truth to your advantage. Usually the sentence, I can't because, is followed by a story of lack. I can't because I don't have enough money. I can't because I don't have the team. I can't because I don't have the time. I can't because I don't have the skills. Whatever it is or lack thereof that's holding you back in your life, I want to help you have it. Because after going from a lack of $65 to pay for a hotel room so that my family of 5 had somewhere to sleep that night, to a mansion in Florida in 6-figure income days, I learned all the limitations that I believed were stopping me. Listen to what I'm saying here. All the limitations that I believed were stopping me. All the lack that I believed inhibited my progress. That lack wasn't real. It didn't exist. Like the Matrix, it only existed in my mind. At every stage and in every moment, even in my suicidal crazed rant, homeless and without a single dollar to my name, I had everything I needed to get to the next level within days. Within days. And I want to help you find everything you need too. Are you ready to see the world differently? I don't want you to merely have it because you already do. I want you to know you have it and manifest it in your life. The question is, are you ready for it? Lack. I need resources. I need money. I need more time. I need something else. Listen, you have always, at every stage of your life, had everything you needed to get to the next level. Now, you're probably battling that in your mind. That's probably very difficult to hear or to believe. It would have been very difficult for me to hear or believe too. But if Woke Joe could talk to Broke Joe, I promise you, I could take Broke Joe to Woke Joe within days. If I could speak to my past self, sitting broken, mind broken, beliefs broken, feeling like a victim, feeling like God abandoned me, feeling like a failure, feeling like a loser. If I could go to him right now, sitting in that bathtub in 2013 with his suicidal thoughts and ready to give it all up, I know for a fact that within 3 to 7 days, he would have thousands in his pocket. And within a month, he'd have tens of thousands that he was working through. And within probably 3 months, he'd be doing 6 figures and above every month, right? I just need him to, but he'd have to start not from a place of lack, because he did have nothing. Like that version of me had nothing to work with. But in reality, he had everything he needed to go from there to the next level. And then once he was at that level, he would immediately and instantaneously have everything he needed to get to the next level after that. If he did, and once we got there, he would immediately and instantaneously have everything he needed to get to the next level after that. And just like he did, you do. You do. So the big lesson that I want to share today is that you actually have all the resources you need. And you probably doubt that. But I just want to challenge you. What if you doubt your doubts? What if you, I'm going to say that again. What if you doubt your doubts? What if you said, what do I have? What do I have that's fully accessible to me right now? You have relationships that you can leverage. You have certain skill sets that you've developed. You have access to knowledge to develop pretty much any skill that you want within reason. Okay, at least enough skill to get you to the level you need to be financially to then take hold on the next skill that you want, right? I'm not saying you're going to have $1 million tomorrow. What I'm saying is you have everything now to get to the next level immediately. And when you're at that level, you have everything instantly to get to the next level, and the next level, and the next level. And you can climb as fast as you're able to believe and as fast as you're able to become the kind of person who can wield the resources that are available to you right now to get to the next. Because here's the thing. If you can't wield the resources, wield means hold, control, like maneuver according to what your desires, manipulate according to what you want. If you don't have the ability to access the resources that are currently available to you and take yourself to the next level, what makes you think when you're at that level, you're going to be able to wield the resources that are available to you there and go to the next level? Every level requires that you're a good steward of and a good manager of the resources that are currently available to you. And the only way you graduate to the next level is to be able to work inside of the resources that you currently have available. This, like, success is not about wishing you had better resources, because no matter what level you get to, you're always going to feel like you have a lack of resources to get to the next level. It's always going to be a push. It's always going to be like, there's always going to be a certain amount of stretch. Like, billionaires don't have access to all their billions immediately. Like, there's probably lots of things that a billionaire wants to do, but they can't do all of them because of the limitations of resources in their moment. They may not have the right people, so they got to go find the right people. So then they need the skill of recruiting people. They may not have the money, but they got to have the skill to make the sales to get the money, or have the relationships in order to be able to raise the money, right? You have to be able to use the resources of the moment that you're in, capitalize on those resources. That's why I'm so big, and that's why the name of my company is Multiply Inc., because that's what God calls us to do. He doesn't call us to wish for better days. He doesn't call for us to wish that we had this or that. He calls us to take what we have in our hands and to multiply it. And if we're incapable of taking what we have in our hands to multiply, then he's not going to allow us to have more, because we're just going to waste those resources too. It's not until you believe that you have everything you need in this moment and you look around, instead of looking for the lack, what if you look for the resources? Instead of looking at what we don't have, what if we looked at what we do have? Instead of saying, God didn't give me everything I need, and point the middle finger to heaven like I did in 2013, what if we worked under the assumption that I know I have everything I need, I just need to become who I need to become to manage what I have in front of me to take this thing to the next level? Let's stop looking for silver bullets. Let's stop looking for a perfect answer. Let's stop believing that everything's going to be easy and simple, and let's just say, what are the resources I have, and how can I grind, push, fight, use my brain, maneuver, manipulate, network, whatever I have to do just to get to the next level. And then when I get there, I can go to the next level. And then when I manage that well, I can go to the next level. Here's the deal. You have everything you need. So you can point at somebody else. You can blame somebody else who hurt you. You can blame God. You can blame your situation. But no matter your situation, and no matter who's around you, and no matter who said you couldn't do it, and no matter what's going on in your life, you have everything you need right now to get to the next level in your life. How do I know that? Because God's a provider. Because God gave us everything we need. Because you were made in the image of God, and God is able to create everything that he needs. When he needs it, he can create it. And you can, and at one level, you can do that too. With your mind and with your creative ability, you can put something together to make a deal happen, to get to the next level right now in your life. Stop letting yourself lie to yourself. Stop letting outside voices lie to you. Stop letting other people lie to you and tell you that you're not capable. The truth of the matter is you have everything you need. You are fully capable. And if you're not fully capable, you have access to the resources to become capable. So I just want to ask somebody tonight, when are you going to take hold of your life and say, I can do this? When are you going to stop believing that you don't have enough and step into your potential and do it? When are you going to allow everything in your life stop lying to you and tell you you don't have the time, I don't have the money, I can't focus on that right now, I'm too busy? It's a lie from the pit of hell, and it's robbing you of everything that you could be and could have and could do. So stop the nonsense. I love you. I love you. I love you, right? That's why I'm telling you this. If I could speak to broke Joe laying in the shower, boo-hooing on how God had failed him, when really, you know what was really going on? God trusted me to find the resources. God trusts me to become the kind of person that I needed to be to manage what was in front of me to do more. But I kept making excuses. I was the one at the fault. I was the one who was not multiplying. I was the one who was not being fruitful. I was the one in sin. But thank God, he was patient with me and let me figure this stuff out and realize, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who told you this nonsense. You're not waiting on God or anything else to go to the next level in your life. All you're waiting on is you. We're waiting on you to believe. We're waiting on you to manage the resources at the level you're at to go to the next level. And don't cry about the fact that you're not 10 levels up. Just focus on the level that you're on, hit that. Then focus on the next level, hit that. Then focus on it. Manage and multiply your resources. And when you do that, and when you rule over your assignment well with the resources that you have, you'll be blessed. And you'll have the resources. And you'll go to the next level. And you'll live your dreams. I love you all so much. Hey, if you guys want help and you want somebody who can speak into your life and challenge you to go to the next level, I'm your guy. I want to help people who want to go to the next level. Don't be lied to. Don't believe you don't have the resources. The devil is a liar. We're going to number 6 of 7 tomorrow. I hope you had fun tonight. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.